Today I just wanted to do a short practice, maybe about 25 minutes, something like that, and we'll be concentrating more on the upper body. So if you are an author or somebody who spends a lot of time on the computer, you might have lots of achy shoulders and upper back, and we're going to focus on that today. So we'll start in a comfortable seated position as usual. So if you can sit cross-legged, great. So let's begin. So place one hand on each knee, close the eyes softly, and we'll just take a couple of gentle inhales, gentle exhales. So inhale, fill the belly, hold, exhale. Make sure it's all come out of the lungs. Really push the air out. Inhale. Hold at the top of the inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And then just return the breath to its normal state. And just take a couple of breaths and focus on the third eye, so the third eye chakra, right between the eyebrows. So just focus on there, just for a few breaths. It helps to relax the mind and the body. Try not to let the mind wander. Keep your face soft, shoulders soft, jaw soft. But keep a smile. Always good to keep smiling. And open the eyes. And we'll just take a twist to the left. So place your left hand on the floor behind you and right hand on the left knee. And just twist your upper body round to the side. And come back to center. And we'll twist to the other side. So left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you. And then twist over and gaze over your right shoulder. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Soften those shoulders. And then come back to center. And we'll just shrug the shoulders back a couple of times and forward. So we tend to hold so much tension in the shoulders. We need to try and relax them more. Okay, now take your fingertips out in front of you and just walk forward. And then drop the head. Lift the head. We're going to walk over to the right. Remember to keep those shoulders soft. And we'll walk through center and then to the left. So try not to hike your shoulders up here. Just try and relax them. And we all do it. And walk back to center, and then walk yourself back up, curling the spine, head up last. And then we'll go straight onto hands and knees. And then we're going to push back into a downward facing dog. So push the hands down into the mat, fingers wide, index finger pointing front, and elbows should be inwards. So don't push them out, they want to be in. So if you were going to go down, they would still be parallel to the side of the mat. Curl the toes under, and we're going to push the bottom up. So lift the legs, push the bottom all the way up and back. Legs will probably be bent, especially if it's first thing in the morning, like it is for me. And then we're just going to push one leg back, so straighten the left leg, and then straighten the right leg. Straighten the left, straighten the right. Now just put the feet about hip width apart, bend the knees, and then push both heels back, try and straightening the knees. And then push back with your fingers. So you get a good stretch along the top of the arms and the shoulders and the upper back, as well as the hamstrings. So gaze through the feet. And then we're just going to come back all the way down onto the knees again. So don't let the knees down, hip width apart. And then we'll do cat-cow. So drop the belly, push the bottom up, lift the head, inhale. And on the exhale, curl back upwards. Drop the head, get a really yummy stretch in the spine. And then inhale, drop the belly. Lift the head, push the bottom up. Exhale, other way. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, lift the belly. Feel free to move while you're doing this. You can help get rid of any sort of creaks you might have. And then continue with the breath a few more times. And then come back to neutral spine. Widen the knees, at the width of the mat, and push all the way back to the bottom if you can. And stretch the arms out in front, so a good stretch across the arms. And then drop the forehead to the floor if you can. And allow the arms to just relax. And we'll just relax here in child's pose for a couple of breaths. Back up onto all fours, and then we're just going to push back into a downward facing dog again. So curl those toes, push the hands, fingertips into the mat, lift the bottom, push the heels back. Gaze through the feet. And then gaze up through the hands, and then we're just going to walk to the top of the mat. So slow, gentle walk to the top. So forward fold. Just drop over your feet. Knees can be as bent as you like. And then inhale, come all the way up. Put your fingertips on the shins. Exhale, fold. And put hands either side of the feet. Drop the bottom back as if you were going to sit down. And then engage those deep abdominal muscles. The ones you would use if you were having a pee and you needed to stop peeing. It's those muscles that you would need to engage. So engage all those muscles. Lift the fingertips off the floor. And then curl all the way up. Hands to heart center. Fingertips to ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, fold all the way down. Fingertips on the floor. And then we're going to step all the way back into a high lunge. And then place hands on the floor and step back into a downward facing dog. Push back. Get a good stretch in the top of the arms. And then come forward into plank. Drop the knees, point the toes, and then come all the way down to the floor, pelvis first, forehead kisses the floor, and then lift upper body up, head comes up last, cobra. Inhale, Exhale, fold. And back up onto all fours. And then get ready to downward facing dog. So push the feet all the way back. Bend the knees. Lift the right leg high. And then bring knee to nose. And plant the foot at the front of the mat. Low lunge. And then step up with the other foot. Forward fold. Inhale, fingertips to shins. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet on the mat. Push the bottom down as if you're going to sit. Activate those deep abdominal muscles. Lift the fingers off the floor. And then curl upwards. Hands come to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Fingertips to ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Fold all the way down. Step back with the left leg. Low lunge. Place the hands on the mat. Push back into downward facing dog. Come all the way forward into a plank. Make sure you're not pushing your bum too high or too low. Drop the toes. Drop the knees, point the toes, and come all the way down. Pelvis first. Forehead kisses the floor, and then we roll up into cobra. Head comes up last. Exhale all the way down. Push back onto all fours. Curl the toes under. I'm going to push back into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the left leg high. Then bring knee to nose. And step the foot to the front of the mat. And then bring the other foot over to meet the front. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Now we're just going to come all the way down onto the knees. And we're just going to do thread the needle. So hands shoulder width apart. And we're going to take the left hand and we're going to scoot all the way under the right shoulder. Drop the head down. You can move the hand up if you need to. And hold here. Get a good stretch in the top of the left arm. And come all the way back up to all fours. And we'll thread the needle the other way. So lift the right arm and come all the way under the left. Drop the right shoulder onto the floor. Adjust where the left hand is if you need to. And good stretch across the right shoulder and the upper back. And come all the way up to all fours. Cross the legs, the back. We're just going to come over the seat if you can. If this is difficult, then just come to a seated position, whichever way is easiest for you. And we'll just roll the shoulders back and forward. And then point fingertips to the ceiling and then drop the right arm. That's the left. Drop the left arm down the back. So your left hand is between your shoulder blades. Lift the head, try and relax the shoulders. And just pull the arms slightly inwards towards your head. Point the fingers to the ceiling and then drop the right arm down so your right hand is between your shoulder blades. Try and relax the shoulders. Should be a yummy stretch. point fingertips to the ceiling, and then bring the arms down. And then we'll do eagle arms. So you want one hand, one arm under the other. If you can bring your palms to touch, that's great. If not, just keep the backs of the hands together. And then lift the arms, but drop the shoulders. Try not to shrug the shoulders, and relax them. Unravel those arms, and then we'll do the same thing the other side. So left hand, if you did the same as me. Bring the arms up, relax the shoulders, try and relax the head. And release the hands and come. Bring the arms back down. And then we're going to take your left hand and put it in the turn around so you can see. So bring the left hand to the centre of the back, and the right hand drops down. And if you can touch fingers, then bring your fingers together. Ooh, it's a bit difficult if you have long nails. And hold here. Now if you can't reach, which is perfectly normal to begin with, you can use a strap, so hold the strap here, or a towel, or just hold on to your t-shirt like this. And then release both arms, just shrug the shoulders back and forward. And then do the same thing on the other side. So you will find that one side is much stiffer than the other and is more difficult. So you might not be able to touch one side and you can't touch the other. That's fine, don't worry. Eventually the shoulders and the upper back will loosen a little. And release the hands. Turn back around. Bring the hands to heart center. Close the eyes. Focus in between the eyebrows. If you want your hands to be more relaxed, you can place them on your knees. This was just a possibility. Dhyana mudra, index finger and thumb touching. So eyes softly closed, focus is between the eyebrows. And just let the breath move naturally through the body. Try not to let your mind sort of stop on day-to-day thoughts. Just let the thoughts just go on by. Especially if they happen to be negative thoughts of any kind. If you are going to focus on anything, focus on positive things. Focus on the good in your life. And smile. Just that little act of lifting the corners of your mouth can make you feel better. Just smile. Try and smile as much as you can today. And be grateful for everything you have. As I am grateful to you for practicing with me today. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Namaste.